world continues to change and evolve at an increasingly more rapid pace. And as that's happening, millions of us are having to adapt to change in the workplace. But how best can you do that? How best can you adapt to change in your work, especially given that it seems to be constant? Well, don't worry, calm yourself. I got you. Let's get into it. By the end of this video, you're going to be armed with 3 easily accessible steps that will help better you to adapt to change in your workplace. What you must understand from the start, what's critical to discover early on in the change, and finally a secret that's going to help you remain motivated and engaged through even your toughest changes. Step number 1. Understand the change and how you will be impacted. This is a powerful and very important first step to adapting to change. You need to develop a baseline understanding of what the change is, and then specifically what's required of you, the actions, the engagement that's required of you in order for that change to be successful. Having this base understanding will help you embrace that changing reality. This is really your time to ask all the questions to increase that level of understanding. Now, let me offer something here that's probably more relevant today than it's ever been. There are going to be changes. There are going to be times when you have more questions than your leaders, than those in your organization have answers. Either your leaders just don't have all the answers, or they're unable to share them with you. And with that unknown, with that uncertainty, and all the emotions that are inspired within it, comes opportunity. Opportunity to trust that once the answers are there, they will be made available. Opportunity to communicate the importance of you having that information to help you move through the change most effectively and efficiently. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, opportunity to focus on what you can control. Focus where you do have answers and not lose sleep or energy on those aspects of the change in which you have no control. Before I dive into the second step, are you digging this? Are you getting value? Do you feel good energy? Well, make sure you click subscribe so you can see more of these videos. I drop them like this all the time, every day, giving you value. Click subscribe. Get the videos as soon as they drop. All right, let's move on to step 2. Step number 2, discover the reason or the why behind the change. Then identify one aspect that you're most excited about. Work to understand the rationale behind the change. Why the change is important, why now? Why it's important for the business, for the organization, or for you specifically. What's going to result from bringing this change to life? Then strive to identify something that will exist in that future state that resonates most with what you care about or that excites you. Once you've discovered that, allow that to be your bedrock, your foundation as you're working through the days to make the change a reality. Rest on that one aspect to find those sparks of excitement that fuel that energy to keep moving you forward. Once we get through this, X, Y, and Z are going to happen, are going to become true. And I am so excited for that to happen. So I'm going to keep moving through these days, even though I'm feeling challenged, even though I'm struggling. I know once we get to the end of this, this is what's going to happen. Now, an even more masterful way to find that excitement is, what is some aspect of the change journey that you're excited about, right? As you're working through it day by day, what's some aspect that you can find that you're actually excited about as you work through the days? That's, of course, going to be a little bit more helpful, especially if the journey is weeks, months, days, years long. The third and final step in becoming better at adapting to change is embracing that your experience is gonna have its ups and downs, but you will always have the power to choose. By accepting that the change experience is going to have highs, going to have lows, it grants permission for that emotional energy to flow. It allows you to feel that anger or the fear or the anxiety that might come in the valleys of the change journey. And of course, the excitement and the joy and anticipation that comes when you're at a high. But at every moment, it also will allow you into that seat of power, that seat of choice. That it's up to you how you respond, how you navigate, how you show up, lead, and inspire when you're working through that change journey. And to that end, I've actually got something else for you for free that's going to help you when you're in those moments, especially feeling that frustration when the change journey has become very difficult. I actually want to gift you a free chapter of my best-selling book, Change Enthusiasm: How to Harness the Power of Emotion for Leadership and Success. And it's the introductory chapter of this work, and it introduces you to the mindset of change enthusiasm, leveraging the power of that emotional energy, that frustration, that fear, that anger, to invite you into your moment of opportunity, empowering you to choose how you navigate, how you maximize that opportunity, making every single change that you experience in your work work for you as opposed to against you. And that knowledge, that insight, is yours today for free. All you got to do is click on the link below. I want to make sure that you have the data, the insights, and the research to fuel your growth through even your most stressful change challenges. I'm Cassandra Worthy, and until we meet again, keep growing and keep rocking.